Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again to Oyinbo in Lagos. It's a program where we don't just go out and buy Nigerian food that was cooked by Nigerians. We take Nigerian food and we cook it ourselves. Tonight it's going to be catfish. Is it a cat or is it a fish? Well, they call it a catfish because it's got these little whiskers at the front that make it look like a cat. This one we purchased today in the market. It cost us 1,000 naira. If you're living in the US, that's a little bit over $2. If you're living in the UK, that's a little bit under £2. Along with this, we've got onion, garlic, pepper, tomato, plantain, which is a bit like a banana, but not really. We've got some salt, we've got some pepper, or English, don't forget, and got some rosemary and some thyme. So what do? The first thing we do is, after killing our fish and we've washed it, is cut some slits in the side, all the way down. Being very careful not to chop a hole in your hand, just like this. And then another one, just like this. Then another one. You do this on both sides. You've got to be a little bit careful because this guy is a slippery fish. It's a bit like an eel covered in Vaseline. Then we do the same on this side. All the way at the back of the head. Cut down to the bone inside. We could see the flesh inside. It's quite dense for fish. It's not like maybe croaker or, if you're in the UK, cod or anything like that. It's actually quite a dense little fellow. Then what these slits do is to give us an opportunity to put seasoning and flavouring inside the meat while it's cooking. So if we start off with some onion, we just literally break that in half, put a little piece inside, put a little piece inside, break it in half, a few little pieces inside, little piece inside, little piece inside. Then I'm going to turn this bad guy over and we're just going to put some onion in these slits too. This is what I call a sloppy catfish when it's cooked, because it's not dry. Basically a catfish has a large spine of fat along its back, and what we're going to do is, as we cook it, that fat is going to reduce down. It's going to help us to cook these vegetables. We're also going to put some pepper to whatever your taste is in these slits, and we're just going to roll him over again, and we're going to put some pepper in these slits too. Then we're going to get our tomato, and literally we're just going to put the tomato at the side, a bit like so. I'm going to put the tomato a bit at the side, a bit like so. We're going to put some garlic in the slits, skin and at the side. And basically, once it's cooking and it's sealed in the foil, all these flavours are going to be locked in, and they're really going to sink down into the meat. The rest of the onion, I'm just going to put that in at the sides. Just like so. And like so. I can now dispense with this plate. In this container, we have our salt. So we're just going to give it a bit of a liberal downsing down. Here. I've noticed Nigerian food is quite salty. That's maybe because it's hot. People can perspire quite a lot. And all we do with these plantains is just tuck them down the side of the catfish. A bit like tucking it in bed. Dispense with this plate too. Then, obviously, in true Oyinbo style, look at our little black peppercorn on top. Some whole oregano. This is a very flavoursome herb. Now, I'm just going to dispense with these. And we're just now going to fold this up in the foil. Being careful to try not to tear the foil because we'd like it to be catfish tight. So normally I just tuck that little chap under there like that. Roll this one over here like this. Scrunch it up at the back. Scrunch it up at the front. That guy is now ready for the hot barbecue. I'll see you there. You can see here we've got a catfish top of our grill with that charcoal in the bottom. If you don't know how to light a grill, just watch episode 1. Go through it completely from start to finish. What you've got to remember with the catfish is the fish at the head is a lot thicker than the fish at the tail. So that's going to take longer to cook. So we start off with the head, most of the body over the coals. The tail can hang out for a little while. And basically, as it cooks, we're going to turn this over, turn it over, turn it over to cook it evenly throughout. Let's see what it looks like when it comes off the grill. So here we are with the moment we've all been waiting for. The reveal of our cooked catfish. So I'm just going to bring it off the grill and bring it over the plate we're going to serve it on. And here is our cooked catfish. So it did a bit of a last back flip before it gets consumed. And now if we just simply open this up, I think you're just going to see how lovely and cooked and flaky and wonderful this catfish is with the plantain. It's fully cooked, soft plantain has pepper, catfish. Like I said, I call this a sloppy catfish. Cooked in its own fat. Wow, that's beautiful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Gladly answer them. Have a good night. Bon appetit.